Hello, beloved ones. How much am I here? There we go. How much am I here? The embodiment queen, helping leaders to finally break free from generational toxic relationship and embody self-love and confidence so that they can finally rocket in the bedroom and boardroom. And I'm just wondering, where are you at? How are you showing up in the boardroom? How are you showing up in the boardroom? Are you crushing it both in the bedroom and boardroom, or the other one is taking most of your weight? That's what I want to ask you today. But anyway, the question really is, were you in relationships with narcissists, or are you in a relationship with a narcissist? And here's why I'm asking this. Every time when I talk about self-love, people have these emotions of, I love myself, but my ex was a narcissist, or my ex is a narcissist, you know. And it's very easy for us to get derailed and run after what our ex was, is, or how we label them. And do you think it's just something that happened that you were attracted to that person? It's not a coincidence. And this is what I'm just asking you to look at. What is it in you that was attracted to that person? I know some people do not want to look at this. It feels much better and lighter to just point fingers, but at the same time, it takes away your power. My internet is playing games, but I hope you can understand. So it takes away your power. Okay. Oh my. It takes away your power if your focus is outside of you in what they did or what they didn't do, you know. So you get to look within you. What is it within you that drove you, that attracted you to that person? You know, because one thing that I am very proud of that I offer people is, first thing, to disconnect from their ancestral lineages, disconnect from those parents, from their lineages, because most people are just born into this and they continue creating from old templates of what they have inherited, you know. And some of you may be saying that, oh, I don't relate anywhere with my ancestors. That's the name that you carry. That's the family that you were born into, you know. As much as some people love the gifts that come with that, there's some things that need you to work on, you know. So when you can disconnect from this and align with your unique signature blueprint, whether it's in relationship or your wealth, that's you embodying your freedom, you know. And another thing is working on your inner child, because that's the aspect of yourself that is unconscious to you, but it carries the wound, the memories of the wounds of what happened, you know. And another magic that I'm really big on is you connecting to your body. Most people, the reason why they even attract those patterns without realizing what is here is because most people are disconnected from themselves. So if you are disconnected from your body, you're disconnected from your inner child, you're just creating from the templates that you were born into, chances are you don't know what you're even creating, but you see all of that playing in your life. Because as much as you don't want to look at self-love, if you really loved yourself, because again, this is also layers. Our self-love evolves, our standards as well evolves. If at all you still have the same standards that you had when you started dating, then you are not growing. What are your standards? What are your boundaries? What is it that made you open to that manipulation? You know, because often when people attract narcissists is because there is something within them that was susceptible to that manipulation. And I always say the reason why most people are not able to pick up those energies that they do not want is because You are in the mind. So when someone comes through and they tell you what you want to hear, you're gonna buy into it. It's different when you are embodied, because you can feel your gut instinct, your intuition can guide you. But when you are in fear, you are operating from here. And this is what I talk about when I talk about intelligence that is not embodied. You always hearing something and, oh, that sounds good, you run with it. Does it feel good too? I don't think so. Because if at all it was feeling good, you wouldn't have attracted the people that you attracted, which is exactly what I hear when people talk about this. They'll be like, I love myself, but my ex did this. Why did you attract this person? Because we attract who we are. And the moment I say that, some people want to bite off my head. So you mean that I'm selfish, I'm this, what, not what? Yes, and you may not perceive yourself as that, because these are aspects that you have denied, and they are in the shadow. Anything that is in the shadow, obviously it's not what you want, and it calls you to shine your light in those darkness so that you can illuminate these aspects of yourself. Another thing is, you may be hungry for the love of someone who had those traits. So your hunger for love is driving you to attract more of that. Because this whole thing about narcissists and all that, it's not something that we see only in relationship, as in romantic relationship. You may meet a narcissist boss, narcissist friends, and when you go to the core of it, you realize that it's might be some patterns that were in your home. And your nervous system interpret that as love. Because as much as you can say, I'm looking for love, the truth is you are looking for the love that you are used to. LOVE, four-letter word. But it means different things to most of us. Because if you grew up in a dysfunctional family, what turns you on is the dysfunction. What your nervous system craves is the dysfunction. And that calls you to do the work. What is it that you mean by love? Is it the love that your nervous system craves? Or is it the love that is pure divine love? The love that you don't feel that you have to sacrifice yourself for. The love that you can still hold on and move out of a relationship that doesn't serve you. That's what we call love. What are your values? You understand? So there's a lot of things that you need to look at. So I'm just showing up here to ask you this question, because as much as you might be getting pissed off, as much as you might be getting triggered, you'll get triggered all you want. You can blame the last person you're in a relationship with, but you're gonna attract the next person who has the same traits until you break it down and look at what you have attracted. And one thing that I talk about as well, even if you can say, oh, my ex this, when we're talking about a relationship where you get to meet, especially that intimacy and all that, there is an exchange of energies that is happening, and this is very important as well to look at. What is it that I have taken with me from that relationship? Because at times you are going ahead and wanting to create other relationship, and you are still carrying the same thing from previous relationships. You understand? So are you coming through as yourself, or you are still carrying the baggage that is coming from previous relationships? Because even when I'm talking about an inner child, I'm talking about the baggage that is coming from your childhood. So with that said, I just showed up here to invite you to the Extraordinary Woman Blueprint. That is a 3 days masterclass. The link is below, register below. And if you feel like how I want to have a conversation, because there are some things that I personally want to talk to you about. There are some things that are not okay in my life. And I'll be happy if I can really have a one-on-one conversation with you. Let me know below. Then I'll send you my calendar. You can book a call and see what is stopping you from really living the life that you deserve, from fully connecting with yourself, because it's vital. When we're talking about self-love, it's not like, oh, I'm just gonna dress up and put on makeup and all that. It's really loving aspects of yourself that you have suppressed, repressed, and denied. And that's exactly those aspects that are still pushing you to other people. Whether you want to admit it or not, we fall in love with other people with the aspects of ourselves that we have accepted. You fall in love with aspects of yourself in other people. Whatever that you have accepted, whatever that you love, that's what you fall in love with other people. And you fall out of love with the aspects of yourself that you resent, that you deny, that you suppress, that you repress. And it is time to look at that and embrace all of that and integrate all of this so that you can show up in your wholeness rather than looking for someone to complete you. And I just wanted to leave you with that. The link is below. Book a call or join the Extraordinary Masterclass. Much love. Bye-bye.